Hello class, good morning, and today we are going to see the next chapter of the HTML, and that is a form element. Yeah, we can say that it is a input element. Still, we have seen in the form how to decorate the web pages, how we will give the appearance to the web pages, how we will set the images, where I will set the table. Each and everything we have seen how we have to create. Now today we are going to design a web page that may take some input in the form of text box, in the form of radio button, in the form of selection box. So there's a lot of that we have to see, and we will learn how to use these all. Before going to start the discussion about the input element, we have to discuss about the form element. My dear student, these all things we are using to create, we are using because we are going to use the form. And form is the element whenever we want to send the data to any page or anywhere, we can send the data by using the form. Form having the options, we have a form have a three options. We have a action it decide where this all data whatever you have taken from the user it has to go. Then we have a method, we have a two method, one is a get and one is a post. How this data will go to the other page, we want to show all the data on the URL or we don't want to show on the URL, it is decided by the get and post method. Then we have a form name if we want to do any validations, so we want to access our form, so we are using the name and that is the name of the form. So my dear students, in the form first we have a input element, and now I will show you how we will use the input method to get the data from the user. So come, let me to do. So come, I will show you how to do this. Control D. So look here. First of all, I will open here. Actually today I will teach you how to work with the HTML5. So to work on the HTML5, we have to work the Visual Studio Code, and this is a software that you can also use to design your web page, and it gives the facilities to design your web page inside the one folder. You can create lot of file together. We do not need to create again. We all the work we can do here. So look here how we will do. This is a VS Code. If you want, you can install from the Google. You can type here Visual Studio Code and click on the download. It will download on your system. So look here, I have created a new folder here and we have kept the name website. Clear? Website name is created, and then right click on the website and select open with the code. Or my dear student, if you do not have, no, don't worry, I will show you how to work directly, no problem. It is better can I work directly, and here website is there. You can create options here. So look here, today I am giving you options. Either you may install the VS Code or work with the VS Code, and otherwise we will open by using the notepad. That is a simple text editor that give the facilities. So notepad I have opened here. So as we know, we have to write here HTML head, and in that I am opening here title, and we have given the name form element. Title is closed and then head is closed. Then we are using here body element, and then if we want to get the data, then we have to use here form. This is a tag. It has a three attributes. First one is a action, next one is a method, and the next one is a name that we have to use. What is use of action? Where we want to send the data, that name we will write inside the action. If action is equal to blank we are writing, so the data will go to the same file. And suppose we want to send the data to any particular page where we have written instructions to get it, so we will write the name of the file that may use the data of this form. And then method we have to use either post or either get. Both we can use here method. And name we can use any valid identifier name. Suppose we have creating login form, so name is equal to login. So here my dear student, I may use here simple data, name is equal to login. So form action is equal to nothing, clear. And method, yeah, action is equal to, suppose we have written add.html, we want to send data to the add.html, clear. And then here we have written method is equal to get or name. Get is the by default. If you are not using the method, then the browser will take only method is equal to get. If you want to use post, so you have to write here method is equal to post, and then you can assign here name also, name is equal to login. Clear? The form have a lot of input statement, you can use here input. And then input element, it has the what, by using the input element we can show text box. By the input we can show the radio buttons. By the using the input we can show the checkbox. And by using the input button we can show the button also, that you may click, it may trigger some options. So if you want to show the text box, radio button, so you have to use the input tab. And the input element has a, it gives the some attributes. What are the list of the attributes? List of attribute of input element I will show you here. First we have a name, second we have a type, third we have a value, fourth we have a size, and fifth we have a max length. This input element give the attribute for all these are. So some of the attributes it may use with a text box, some of the attributes it may use with a radio button, some of the attributes it may use with a checkbox, and some of them it may use with a button. It is not compulsory that all the attribute of the input element will use with all these box, text box, radio button, and checkbox. So my dear students, these are the attributes. Name, by the name it is used to, it is used to define the name of element. My dear students, the name field is a, it is a very much compulsory field, because whenever we are sending the data, so data is going with the help of name. Whenever in the add.html if we want to access this data, so how we will access? By the name. By the name we will access the data. So name it is compulsory to give. Type, we have to write here text to show the text box. So type, it is used to define which type of element you are going to use. For example, if you want to show the text box, you have to write here type is equal to text to show the text box. Clear? Next one, it we have, yeah, directly I may write like that, you may not confuse. If we want to show here radio button, so type is equal to radio to show the radio button on the form. Now we have a type is equal to checkbox. If we want to enable checkbox, so type is equal to checkbox to show the checkbox. Now we have a type is equal to button if we want to give the button. So that much attribute value we can use with a button. Now we have a value. This attribute is used to set the value of element. Generally in the input box, in the text box, we do not need to use the value until if we do not want to show some default value. If in the text box we want to show some default value, then we will give the value. Otherwise, in the radio button, if we want, the user may click on this button and that value it may go. So the value we can use with a radio button also. Value it can be used with a checkbox also. And if we want to show the name of the button like a submit, clear, add, so we can use the value attribute with a button. So come, before closing this all, let me to show some element and I will explain this all. Suppose I want to show here name. So name, I will write here input type is equal to text box text, name is equal to, we have given username. Clear? Then here the input element will not change the line, so to change the line we have to use a PR. And then we have here hobbies. Yeah, suppose we want to get a gender, so gender we have a 2, so input type is equal to gender, sorry, radio, and name is equal to gender. Clear? And value is equal to male, we have given here, and before that we have given here male, and then again we have given female, and we have written here input type is equal to radio, name is equal to gender, value is equal to female. Let me to close the form, and let me to close the body tag, and let me to close the HTML tag. Control S. We have done this one by using the form.html and form.html, and we are going to save on the desktop. Look here, my dear student, it is created here, form. Now we are going to open this. So look here, this is a text box. In the text box we can type the alphanumeric value, and let me to explain what is the alphanumeric. Such type of value that is a combination of alphabet also and the number also. For example, like that, it can store any type of character, so that is known as a what, alphanumeric. So look here, suppose name I am typed because here I typed, and now male is a gender, like that. Look here, we have used the 2 radio buttons, but it is whenever we are clicking on the male, it automatically deselecting the female. Whenever we are selecting here female, it automatically deselecting the male. So to do this work, here what we have to do, radio buttons we can use in the group also, and we have a gender in the group. Either the persons may exist in the category of the male, either the person may exist in the category of the female. So my dear student, if you want to use the radio button in the group, so for the group you have to do only one work. All the radio buttons name we have to keep same. So look here, I used here name is equal to gender for the male also, and name is equal to gender for the female also. So whenever in the group you will select any one, so the another one will deselect, and if you will select the second one, then the first one will be deselect. And if the name, suppose I have done wrong gender, now see here what it will become. I will change my name and I will write anything, and look here, refresh, I'm writing any name, male also selected and female also selected, both are being selected. So if you want to select in the group any one item, either male or either female. So for that you have to keep the name of the all the radio buttons whatever you have selected. The name will be same for this all. So input type is equal to radio. We can give these all things for the hobbies also. Yeah, hobbies we can give, or we can give the option for the education. Educations we have given input. Here we have given high school, and then we have given here input type is equal to radio, name is equal to high school, and we have given clear. We have given here intermediate, input type is equal to radio, name is equal to inter. Clear? So look here, after saving I am going to refresh here. Two more options are given, high school and intermediate. This is educations. So understand, if you want to change the line, you may use here BR. The line will change, it will come to the next line, high school and intermediate. Clear? So better that you may show these options here first, then intermediate, high school, and then it may work nicely. Look here, high school and then the intermediate. So both option it is given, you can select anyone. Now this is a in text box, this is a radio button. Now we are going to use the checkbox. Now we will see how it is being appear on your web page. So for the checkbox we are selecting the hobbies. Let me to change the line BR, and we have given the heading hobbies. Now how we will like input, yeah, we can show here, yeah, input type is equal to checkbox, and then we have given here playing cricket. Yeah, hobbies we can give cricket only. Why I will write playing cricket, and then I change the line, and then again input type is equal to checkbox, and I have given here singing. Singing is also hobby. So we are input type is equal to checkbox, and here we have given options cooking BR. So look here my dear students, how it is showing this checkbox. Look here, checkbox is this. Whenever you click on this box it will become checked, and when you will click again it will become unchecked. Clear? So checked, unchecked. If it is not selected you will click here, it will become checked, and if you will click again it will become unchecked. So this is a called checkbox. Clear? This is a radio button. Click here. Here also high school, intermediate, these all things name. So these all are know the input elements that we can use whenever we are designing the forms. Clear? So my dear students, this is the information about the input element, ki how we will show the text box, how we will show the radio button, and how we will show the checkbox. So today only that much. I hope you have understand. Tomorrow we will see how we can design more better web pages by using these elements. I will show you, because look here in the this one, alignment of the text or information is not good, and we will see how to set the alignment by using the table tag. So my dear student, I hope you have understand how the form element it is working, how the form element it is showing, and you may open the chapter 5 and read all these things. It is given on your book also how to show, and if you are not getting, then you have a number that is given from the school, you can call and you can ask me. So thank you class to doing that much.